Hi, I hope everybody's well. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. Primarily, I wasn't riding for past 4 or 5 months. The bike was sore and I took it out for a couple of rides, and there were a few strange issues, like once the bike would get hot, you can see the big change there. I'll delve on that in a bit. So the bike would get hot and it was difficult to change gears, and I encountered it a couple of times and I thought it definitely is a problem, not a one-off. Spoke to many mechanics, but nobody was willing to look up, thinking that if it's a clutch issue. I looked up some videos on YouTube. The bike is like split into two to change the clutch plates on this, and then I started to search for the issues but couldn't find any. I did look up some videos on how to bleed the clutch, which I did. It's fairly simple on this one. Just this panel off, and then there's a small outlet there where you can, it's got a release valve, but there's also a conventional way of just opening it up, taking out all the air off the system. And another way, which I think is a good tip, is that if you're not using the bike, because the oil is hydroscopic, keep it pressed like this and it takes out any bubbles that may be in the system. So going back to the gear issue, which I was not able to change, thinking that it's a clutch that's gone bad, but it actually were the gear linkages. It's got a multi-linkage here, fairly easy to take it off and just re-grease them, and it's been working fine ever since. And the big change is that, does it make any difference to take a big weight off a very heavy bike? The bike is about 350 kilos, and I think it definitely makes a difference. More psychological, but has to be, because physically you are removing a big lump, and I think it weighs more, like maybe 12 kilos, and it is quite a big piece if you see the air drag that the bike's going through with this piece bolted right up here and on the very top. So I had 650 GT. This is the tunnel bag. It's a very nice plate. If you want to go camping, there's a lot of stuff that you can put here on the motorbike now. I bolted this on, and it's very light, stays firm. It's got two pockets in there, suits the bike. So that's about 10-12 kilos, maybe more, about 15 kilos off, because it's got those giant speakers in there too, off from the top. And what I've also done is I've taken off the electric center stand, because that would be another about 6 kilos at least. It's like a big housing. So the electric stand was leaking. I bought a new shaft, changed it, and then the motor stopped working, so I just took the whole thing off from down bottom here. So that's about 6-8 kilos here, and good. So 20 kilos lighter. Now there is another way to make it even lighter, would be because when I was changing the front all-in shock, the ampere, the single din unit on the shock fin plate, so that can be, but I still use, as you can see, got a stack of old CDs there. I hope I don't get any copyright, because this is just music in here. So I do listen to music, and even though all my helmets do have a comm system in there, on 10-12 hours long rides, if you're constantly listening to music that's right by your ear, it gets quite taxing, I'd say. So having speakers outside, just switch it on for half an hour, get your kick, and back to motorbike riding again. So just polish it up, got MOT done. There was just one advisory, which is again, nobody picked it up in all those years is that the rear tire was mounted the wrong way. So as you can see, it's been freshly remounted, and the bike behaves differently because I think if this tire has done maybe 5,000 miles, the way the tire bearing has shaped, now it's going the opposite way. So maybe or be because I could a bit rainy when I came back from the MOT, and on a turn it's good that it's got a really long wheelbase. I could see it losing traction, so I've also readjusted the rear shock, because I've taken preload off because I thought maybe it's going to take some damping and give more grip to the back end. So that's the update for now. The bike looks quite sharp with the rear box taken off. Yeah, so I'll speak to you guys later. Thanks. Bye bye.